This is Al with Al's HVAC. I recently ran a service call where it took me 45 minutes to make $837. I'm dropping a clip on YouTube and Patreon to show that repair. You should tune in and watch. Okay. I came here on Christmas Eve for a no heat call. And when I got here, what I found is the system wasn't working. And it wasn't working due to a bad induced draft fan motor. But what I found was it was binding up and it wouldn't allow the system to fire. So I installed these straps that pulled the motor down and allowed it to work again, and that has kept their heat going until I could get a new induced draft fan motor and return. So I'm gonna cut this strap. Okay, here's the difference. The fan motor is binding, and because it's binding, it's more than likely gonna shut back down because the induced draft fan motor isn't totally doing its job. So we're gonna change it out. All right, first thing I want to do is kill the power to the unit, and then changing the induced draft fan motor is a pretty simple repair. If I can get this plug to come loose, just a plug. Okay, that's the wire. Then I want to disconnect my vacuum line that goes to my pressure switch. And it's old. It's been on here for a very long time. And it's gotten old. And it's kind of sealed in place. So, okay. Got a little twist on it. We got it out. And now that we disconnected the power, I guess I could have put a little light on that even when.
These screws are very tight. They're old. Been here for a long time. So
once we get them out, it looks like 4.
Let's get some help. There's some jam marks that'll help us break the screws.
And there you are. The induced draft fan motor has been removed. The gasket that was here is totally deteriorated. Not going to be able to reuse that. I talked to the manufacturer because I wanted to buy a new gasket to go along with the new induced draft fan motor, but they did not have the gasket in stock. So what I bought with me is some fire stop insulation. But I'm going to open the caulking, the fire stop material that has a heat rating that will allow it to ensure that I have a seal. Without a good seal, there's a potential for it to leak carbon monoxide back into the house. So because I do not have that gasket, I will make sure I get a good various amount of this caulking. Now, it's just a matter of putting those 4 bolts back, plugging it back in, reconnect my pressure switch, and the job is done. trying to get it down to where the screw hole in here will line up. But we have our drill to ensure no leaks. Okay, now we'll plug it back in for its power because it's an exact replacement. All the connectors are the same. Now I forgot about my ground wire. So now I need to take one of the screws back out so that I can reconnect my ground because I forgot. Moving a little quick. So we'll put our ground so that the motor is grounded. And grounding is about protection to prevent the motor from getting an excess of power in some kind of power surge and burn the motor up. So now we want to reconnect our pressure switch. Let's turn her back on. Give it some power. Thermostat. Okay. Now you hear the induced draft fan motor running. It came on. It should create a negative pressure, which will close the pressure switch. Once the pressure switch closes, we should see the glow plug begin to ignite. Now, that glow plug, I cut the light out so we can see as the glow plug begins to light up. Then I should get my gas valve to open. We have ignition. Job well done. We can go home. Thanks for watching. Like, follow, and share. Hope to see you on my next video.